This week, as we look ahead and reflect upon the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus, let's not overlook the significance of the cross and why the cross was absolutely necessary. Today, the cross is a sign of hope, and for many of us, it's something we might wear, hang on a wall in our house. But in the first century, under Roman occupancy, the cross was not inspiring. In fact, it was horrifying. And if we're going to understand the love of God, we have to understand the weight of the cross. The cross was a Roman instrument of execution, but more than that, it was a tool for public humiliation. You see, Rome didn't just want to kill you, they wanted to make an example out of you. Victims were beaten, tortured, and completely stripped naked, exposed for everyone to see. And then they were forced to carry their own cross through busy public streets to the outside of the city walls to serve as a warning for those that were visiting the city. Once they got outside the city walls, they were left to hang in front of crowds of strangers and their own families, sometimes for hours or even days, while people passed by, stared, mocked, insulted them. A lot of times their crime was also posted at the site for everyone to know the crime they were accused of. The cross was reserved for the lowest of the low, slaves, murderers, enemies of the state. And the message that Rome was sending was clear. This is what happens when you oppose us. So no one chose the cross. But Hebrews 12:2 says, because of the joy awaiting him, he endured the cross, disregarding its shame. But why? Why would the Son of God choose a cross? He could have done anything. He could have chose a quieter death, something less brutal, maybe less public. It's because the cross accomplishes something that nothing else could ever accomplish. For one, the cross satisfied the justice of God. See, he's not only loving, he is holy. Because he is holy, our sin cannot be ignored and it must be dealt with. And the cross was where justice is not dismissed, but fulfilled. Second, the cross displays God's love. He doesn't abandon us with judgment. He stepped into our humanity and took our place by absorbing what we deserved. So the cross is not God's anger towards us, it's his love. The cross removes shame. And this is where it gets personal. Jesus didn't just die. He died in the most humiliating way possible. Because he wasn't just carrying our sin, he was also carrying our shame. Everything we try to hide, everything that makes us feel exposed or unworthy or distant, he stepped into that publicly. So we celebrate Good Friday, and it's a day that Christ took the cross and all that it came with, the suffering, the humiliation, ultimately leading to death. But what looked like defeat was actually victory. What looked like shame became glory. And what looked like the end was only the beginning. Friday is good because Sunday is coming. Today, we don't look away from the cross, we look directly at it. Because it tells us the truth about our sin and the truth about God's love. And it begs the question, will you continue to carry what Jesus already took? Or will you lay it down at the cross?